Hi, this is Joanna with Joanna's Journey to the RV Life. I'm a single mom of 3, Alyssa, Noah, and Jonah. I hope you'll join me as I transition from living in my townhome full-time to moving into the RV life full-time. I'm going to be taking some intentional steps and preparation, and I hope you'll follow me on this journey. Thanks so much. Hey friends, it's Joanna with Joanna's Journey to the RV Life, and today I want to talk to you about my secret source of income that I have on the side. It's one of my side hustles, and I can make almost up to $400 a month doing this particular thing twice a week. And I'm talking about donating plasma. Today I just donated my 4th time for the month, 2 times each in the last 2 weeks, and I've made $150 so far. But then in the next week and a half is where it gets even better. That's where they give extra bonuses at my particular plasmapheresis place. So I can earn, specifically at my biotest location, up to $365 a month if I go twice a week for all 4 weeks, basically. They have an interesting kind of pay scale, but it really averages out to be about $45 each time I go. And I would say the process takes about an hour and a half for me. Some people it can be less than that. Sometimes it might be 15 minutes more for me. But my actual, first of all, that's going in. You have to sign in on a computer program, do your fingerprint, and then answer all these questions like, have you had some kind of invasive procedure recently? Are you aware about Ebola? Have you been to these certain countries where the Ebola virus might be? Have you had any recent tattoos? Are you pregnant? Have you had any dental work recently? Anyway, the first time you answer it, the very first time you come, it's a much more extensive questionnaire, but when you come back, you just answer about 23 questions each time. So they have minimized it to help in that beginning process. After that, you go wait maybe 5 minutes. They're normally pretty quick at my location. And then they call you to the back and they prick your finger. They take your weight. They then, what do they do? Then they take your temperature and your blood pressure, and then they are checking your blood for your hematocrit and your protein levels. And if those are appropriate, then you're allowed to donate. So basically, if you're fairly healthy, if you're age 18 or older, and if you're breathing, it's pretty easy for many people to donate. There's only a couple of reasons why you might not be able to donate. I do have a friend that I think she did something with taking hormones or something, and if you've done particular things in the past, you might be excluded from being able to donate. But for the most part, this is a way that many people who need almost extra money that could cover a car payment, you could do this on the side. And the great thing about it is you don't have to schedule it at my location. Evidently, some locations you might have to make an appointment, but I love that at mine you don't have to. You can just come in if you can come in that day, and don't if you don't. And I happen to go every Tuesday and Saturday to my location. You have to give a couple days in between, and you can only go up to 2 times within 7 days. So if I went that Tuesday and Saturday, and then the next Tuesday, I'd have to wait till Saturday again, because it would be a week later from the last Saturday. So if you ever get thrown off, it might push you farther out from donating. Anyway, so they also offer some bonuses if you are interested in donating. They have a buddy program, and I could make $20. I know it's not a ton, but hey, it could be a dinner. Anyway, it's called Be a Superhero. It's a buddy reward. And if you have my name on there, I could give you this whole packet of information. Or you don't even have to have this packet of information. You could just have my name. But if you go and you donate, and you've donated twice within 30 days, then I get a $20 bonus, which is kind of nice, which means that you could turn around and also do the bonus program. This little packet of information gives all kinds of questions and answers about like why donating plasma is good, what plasma is made up of, how, who can donate plasma, what are some of the plasma protein therapies. We have albumin, clotting factors, immunoglobulins, and they explain, who all the type of people that this can help. I know it helps hemophiliacs. I know it helps people who have been in burn situations. There's a lot of situations that are necessary to give plasma. So really, we're not selling our plasma. We are donating our time and donating our plasma, and basically they're compensating us for our time. I received a little card. I don't have it with me, but a little card that's kind of like a credit card, and you can either go to Kroger and get all your money off of it, I think for free or for one really small fee, or if you keep it on the card, at each point of sale it might charge like 25 cents or something like that. I happen to like to leave mine on the card because I use mine kind of as my food money whenever I'm going. I have gotten knocked out and not been able to donate a couple of times because I was having some flow issues, which in general I don't think that's the case for most people, but it does happen. And if for some reason they can't return your blood cells, your red blood cells to you, then you have to go out for 2 months before you can give again, because that's basically kind of like donating blood, and it takes time to replenish that, whereas to replenish your plasma only takes a couple of days. So basically what happens is you go in, you fill out your form, you go get pricked and do all that, then you wait, then you get called to the back and they ask, are you right arm or left arm? The first time you come in, it does take a little bit longer. You have to meet with a nurse for just a very basic check. It's nothing really invasive or anything like that, nothing to be scared of. And they check to see if you have some good veins, either on your right or left arm. At some locations, they require that both of your arms have good veins to donate. Unfortunately, at this one, it's just one because my left arm is not good at donating. Anyway, so you get called back, you go sit on like a lounge kind of chair, and they go ahead and ask if you're allergic to iodine. They put iodine on there, and then they go ahead and stick you. And I've realized that my blood flow should only be at 100, whatever. I don't even know the details. Anyway, it's mine's a little bit slower when it's drawn, and then I tell them to put it even slower when it's returning the blood cells. So what happens is it pulls your blood, goes through this machine, separates out your red blood cells from your plasma, and then it collects the plasma and returns the red blood cells to you. This is why when I leave here, I don't feel weak and whatever. I've had people go, oh, do you get crackers and juice? And, no, this is not donating blood. This is different. I've never felt sick. You do need to make sure that you've eaten pretty close to when you're donating. That's very important. And that especially that you drink a lot of water and that you eat fairly healthy the day before, which I have definitely noticed the correlation between when I've had bad flow days and good flow days, or when maybe I haven't eaten the best. So this is making me more mindful about my eating. So anyway, this packet of information goes into lots of detail about all the information you would want to know, what you need to do to prepare to give, and just trying to think of what else. What the rules are about parking, visitors and friends, rules of conduct, and all that good stuff. I happen to go to a location that's kind of close to my work. Maybe not even, it's closer to my work than it is to my home, but then it allows me to leave work and go there. There's not a ton of locations in Atlanta. And so this just happens to be the one that works out best for me. There might be other locations of different companies that pay more. But again, mine averages, if I go each of the times that I can go in the month, it averages to be about $45 per donation, which if I round that up to be two hours, then I'll take over $20 an hour to do this. Yes, I have to drive here, but it's definitely been worth it for me to get this extra source of income to help me out, to help me meet, my needs. Anyway, I know a lot of people don't know about this, and I just wanted to kind of explain it's not scary. People ask if it hurts. I mean, who likes to be stuck with a needle? But, after the needle goes in, there definitely is not really pain after that. Sometimes it could feel tight and, not 100% like normal, but it's not necessarily painful. Basically, once you've had your finger stuck and had your arm stuck, that's the worst part as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, I would love for people to subscribe to my channel, Joanna's Journey, the RV Life. Go ahead and hit your bell for your notifications. And then if you have any questions, please comment on here or private message me. Do whatever you can do, because I would love to answer questions for you regarding this extra source of income that can be awesome because A, it's cash in your pocket, non-taxed, and then B, it's not on a certain schedule. Anyway, thanks so much, and this is part of me living intentionally, and I hope that you can live intentionally and be blessed.